Even if it hasn't come yet, we just grateful for the opportunity to be sitting in front of y'all and talking to y'all about what we talking about now. Being able, the fact that we got through what we got through to even be able to tell y'all, because we could still be going through it because we ain't learned no lessons.
Process.
You know what I mean?
Process. Sometimes take a step back and analyze your life. When things are going wrong in your life, you got to take a step back and look at it.
My next point was, I would tell myself to be more bold and be more fearless. And I would say that because when it comes down to it, a lot of the things that we don't do, it's because we're scared, we're afraid. And the problem with that is we have to know what it is that is keeping us. What's the cause of that fear? It's not enough to just be like, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, and I'm afraid. But you need to know why.
But sometimes it be what you see around you. Sometimes. Sometimes it be what's around you. Sometimes it's about what you hear. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it's about do you have people that believe in you the way that you
and
do.
That's why you gotta be, that's why I'd be like, man, I gotta pull it from myself.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
You gotta go deep and just be like, you can't, that's why I'd be like, you can't care what other people think. That's part of that.
You gotta really understand what real life is and what they trying to put out there. You know what I'm saying? In the day, what they putting out there is not something that, it's not good for everybody. Everybody's not strong-minded. You know what I'm saying? You got certain people who really follow. And you got certain people who fall and underneath everything, all the trends that come out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you don't need that. That's just so that you very gullible to what the world have to put out. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you have to stand tall. Like you said, you got to be fearless and know what you are and what you want to be and what you're going to become.
Exactly, because honestly, the people that doubt you or say some of the things that they say is because they insecure and they just projecting that onto you.
You getting money, boy. I see you getting money.
You know what I'm saying? Like they
hating.
For real.
Oh, this your car.
Yeah.
They hating.
You can just tell like the vibe and the energy that come off. You can tell like there's a reason why they doing that. There's a reason why they don't feel secure in themselves, and when people are insecure, they direct that at people that are secure, and they try to test you and see how secure are you. Because I give y'all an example. It's real quick. All right, so me, I'm plant-based, I'm vegan, right? Now, the minute I don't even tell people I'm vegan, and the reason why I don't tell people I'm vegan is but it's like, you know, the minute that you start saying, "Oh, I'm vegan," you know how people say, "Oh." They try to catch you slipping up. They see me eating something. Is that vegan? Like, is that like, why are you worried about if it's vegan?
Vegan.
Because
he is vegan.
I'm not worried about
real.
Other people, what they eat. I don't tell people like, hey, that's bad for you. I used to do that, but I stopped because I realized like everyone has their own paths. You can't make people do something, so I don't do that. But you feel me? Like, I don't tell people. They'll be like, hey, can you eat this? I'll be like, no, I can't eat that. They'll be like, why? I'm like, cause I'm vegan, bro. What? You vegan? Well, and then they start trying to tell me how they try to eat health. I didn't ask you if you try to eat healthier. You feel me? I didn't ask you all that. I just told you that I don't eat that. And so they immediately, oh, this person doing something I feel like I can't do. So I'm gonna try to project my insecurities and my feelings and try to justify why I'm doing what I ain't ask you that. That's a personal problem. That ain't my problem.
Right.
That's your problem. You feel you gotta deal with that. Not me. I'm good. Like, I'm cool. I can do whatever I want to do. You feel me? But that's a choice that I decided to make, and because of that can be intimidating to some people. When they see you make a choice that you decided to step out on your own, ain't nobody around me vegan.
Right.
You feel me?
I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
This is my boy. He is vegan. I'm not vegan. You know what I'm saying? I try to eat healthy. You know, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I try to eat healthy. You know what I'm saying? But in the day, you have to be an open book. Don't be this. Don't be a closed book. You feel me? Because he vegan, that don't mean I don't want to hang around him.
Yeah, for real.
Because I'm not vegan, that don't mean he don't hang around me.
Exactly.
We understand each other. He don't force anything on me. I don't force anything on him. We come together like this, like a lock. You know what I'm saying? And certain people don't know how to get that lock over that little hood.
Yeah.
So in the day, if you're not willing to be an open-minded person, you know, sometimes you're not going to understand a lot of stuff out here in this world. And this world is like a fastball, you know what I'm saying? And you got to watch out for the curveballs.
Exactly.
So you got to be open book out here sometimes and just be understanding.
Exactly. So yeah, that's my second one. You go do your you do yours.
My second one is ambitious. You know, that's just what I tell my younger self. The days that what I want to do, I should have did what I needed to do, and I feel like a lot of people can really relate to that because you know we have days that would be so like you know what, for prime example, you know how you get yourself ready for the club. You know how you get yourself ready when you go out to the mall and you buy yourself some shoes and clothes. You be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna kill him tonight. Dudes too be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna put this on.
I'm looking fresh.
I'm looking fresh.
You looking.
Same way how you meet somebody, you be anxious to you be ambitious to show them what you want to show them. We need to do that. What we need to do in our life. That's applied pressure to every inch of in our life what we need to improve in. You know, some of us is being great fathers, great parents. Some of us is not being a great parent, but that don't mean that you can't be a great parent. You just gotta apply the ambitions to your life to be who you know that you can be and stop going off of doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I would wish I tell my younger self because a lot of days when I know I should have been inside them books. I was too busy chasing these little girls, you know what I'm saying, doing this, doing that. But now I'm older now, I can actually see and understand, you know, the path that I come from. You know, now I'm here now, I'm ambitious, I'm driven, I'm motivated. You can't tell me two things or nothing. But if I would have had all that in me when I was younger, I don't know where I would be. You know what I'm saying? So,
you know what's important about what you just said though?
What?
Is that you believe that you could make that change. You wasn't that, but you decided that you was gonna make yourself that, and that's what people gotta take away from that. Just because you're not something today, don't mean you can't be it in the future. You know what I mean? And tomorrow is the future, so you can start whenever. You know what I mean? So you gotta make sure that you keep that in mind. Like, don't think that you have to settle for where you at, because you don't. Everything that you do is a choice. Me being vegan, that was a choice. I wasn't vegan at the time.
I didn't grow up vegan.
You know what I mean? I decided to be vegan. I made the decision like I'm gonna start doing this on my own. I ain't know nothing about recipes. I ain't know nothing about nothing. And now I'm the person people be asking, how can I eat healthier? You know, and that's all because I just made up my mind that that's what I wanted to do. Like, it's that simple.
Right, and he really, that's just like reading more. You know what I'm saying? I got to a point in my life I wasn't reading a lot. You know, and I told myself I wanted, you know, prime example, him always tell me, bro, let's read this book. You know what I'm saying? Read that book. All right, bro, I got you. And then, you know, it came to a time, you know what? I want to read more. I want to make a change. This, like, I even tell my son this all the time. Son, how you read today? 15 minutes of your time. You can read something in 15 minutes can change your whole life and have a different outlook on what's around you and what you need to adjust to and what you need to push away from you. But sometimes we get caught up into how we feel. How you feel is not going to change anything. What you know going to change it. If you know that you're slacking in this area and you need to change it, your feelings not going to change that. What you know going to change that. You know what I'm saying? So, and sometimes we all need to know that. Oh, okay, we rocking, ain't we?
Yeah.
I apologize about that. You know,
you good?
I just got the time. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, whoa, yeah, we rocking.
Yeah. That's why I said I knew it's 3 was gonna be straight. We good, but yeah. So the next one, my last one is be thankful and express gratitude. And to be honest, I feel like the reason why I feel like that's so important is because no matter what stage in life we are at, a lot of times we focus on the things that we don't have and talk about and always talk about how we want more.
Put it there, my brother.
Or we want more of this, we want more of that. And that's where jealousy and envy comes from. Because you're not, you know, that J. Cole song, Love Yours.
You know,
man. It sound real plain, but
no, it's real.
It's a real message because it's
real.
like you have to love what you have. You have to love what you have. You feel me? Like to the point where you express it like you're grateful and gratitude, because you could have things can be taken like that. People in your life can be taken. People can cut you off. You know, ghosting is popular. You might have a friend that you thought y'all was solid, and the next thing you know, that person ignore you.
You think you had a friend.
You know what I mean? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be anything. It could be a person that, you know, they die, they pass away, whatever it is. Like, you don't know. So you have to be thankful. You got to be grateful for everything that you have. Whether it's a job, whether it's have a roof over your head, a car, whatever. Just you have to express that. And I wish I would have. I don't wish, but I would have told myself that when I was younger. So I would have really kept that in mind and been more grateful and thankful for the things that I had, because a lot of people don't have.
Yes.
And we get spoiled being in this country. You know, despite the racism, all that, we get that, but there's some people that it's worse off for them.
Oh, yes.
Whether they in this country or not, it's worse off for them. And you not that person.
No clean water.
Exactly.
No food is contaminated. So I mean, we have to be thankful for every single thing that we get our hands on. A lot of us not. You feel me? Don't worry about that car. Don't worry about that big house. As long as you can walk into a house with lights and water and you got food, that's all that matters. You have to make yourself happy. You have to be appreciative. This world's not going to appreciate anything that you're doing, okay? And you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to open your eyes and really say, you know what? Thank you. Thank you that I have a job. Thank you I have a business. Thank you I am an entrepreneur. It's just the small things. And like I told him the other day, certain people, small steps, well, small things is big steps. You feel me?
Yeah,
But we be so caught up into not appreciating the small things, like knowing that, oh, I got this car. You know what I'm saying? It's not the finest car, but I want this big truck. Don't worry about the big truck. When you say, you know what, this is my baby right here, that big truck gonna come. It gonna come.
Yes.
Because you finally realize this is my baby right here. I can't get that truck right now. Yeah, I want that truck right now, but guess what? When you appreciate the things in front of you, and your car might be small, and that truck is big. So when you appreciate the small things, it turns into big steps.
I'm gonna hit it with this last one. Watch. So you gotta be faithful with the small things, so you can be blessed with the big things. You hear me?
Boom.
You gotta be good with it. If you're not cool with what you got now, what's the reason for you getting something better and bigger? Because you ain't even gonna spread. You're not even gonna express appreciation and gratitude for what you got now. So why would you get something bigger and better when you already ungrateful? It don't make no sense. That don't come to people.
You
That's
would
not how it
not
works.
get to the next level.
Exactly.
You would not get to the next level if you don't appreciate the level you're at now.
Exactly.
That's how you go to the next level.
This level right here that we at right now, we are grateful for it. We're grateful for everybody that's watching this. Everybody that's taking any piece of what we say from this, no matter how long, whatever it is, anyone, because we know that what we doing, we really out here trying to help y'all.
Right.
And us. Not saying like we better than y'all, but
it's free game.
You can take stuff from anyone. So
free
if
game.
you can take something from anything that we said today, we grateful for that. You leave a comment and you say, hey, what y'all say, you know, that really helped. Anyone say, hey, I want y'all finna drop something, do like, even if it hasn't come yet, we just grateful for the opportunity to be sitting in front of y'all and talking to y'all about what we talking about now. Being able, the fact that we got through what we got through to even be able to tell y'all, because we could still be going through it because we ain't learned no lessons.
Process.
You know what I mean?
Process. Sometimes take a step back and analyze your life. When things are going wrong in your life, you got to take a step back and look at it. I call this a balance act. You feel me? Whatever you're doing, whoever you're dealing with, or how you're dealing with them, you put your BS on one side, and you put their BS on one side. If yours outweigh it, you gotta take ownership.
Yeah.
You gotta take responsibility.
Yeah.
That's how you're gonna analyze your life. If you're dealing with somebody that talk down on you, and you don't appreciate that, why you around it? You feel me?
You gotta value yourself to the
You gotta
point
value
where
yourself.
you don't tolerate things that you wouldn't accept, that you shouldn't accept.
Right.
A lot of us do that.
A lot of us do that.
We accept things that we shouldn't be accepting, and we come up with reasons and justifications for it. I'm gonna tell you, this might hurt, this might sting, but you don't love yourself enough if you do that. You don't. Because if I love myself to the point that I will not tolerate disrespect, I'm not tolerating disrespect from nobody. If you tolerating disrespect, that means that you don't value and love yourself enough, because you were telling yourself that it's okay for you to be disrespected. And if you have kids, you got other people around you, and they look at that, they gonna be like, oh, I guess we can disrespect you too. You feel me? Because you letting other people do it, and you not saying, nah, you not telling them, nah, you're not letting that person know, nah, you can't do that. You accepting it. So you got that's when you have to step back evaluate yourself, like he said, analyze yourself, and be like, you know what? I don't want to accept this. I can't accept this no more. I value myself more than that. You know what I mean?
Always stay 10 toes down.
Yeah.
Always stay 10 toes down. If you don't stand 10 toes down for something, you're going to fall for anything.
For real.
You know, you got to know who you are, and you got to believe in yourself. And that's crazy. That was my last topic, believing in yourself. Everything we just said basically is believing in yourself, and don't allow certain things. It's all about what you allow. One thing I learned about my life experience and by me dealing with people is repeat and recycle. You know what I'm saying? If somebody do it once and do it twice and do it 3 times, it's gonna keep happening.
For real.
It's gonna keep happening.
After the second time, it's already gonna keep happening.
And sometimes, and
once they do it once, they gonna do it twice.
And this here, I'm sorry. This don't just throw that out.
Mean nothing.
Your actions speak louder than your words. Because people talk every day in your face and don't mean nothing with stank breath. But in the day,
not the stank
your
breath.
your actions speak louder than words. That show who you are and your character.
Yeah.
If somebody can depend on you and they call you and they can depend on you, your actions show them that. You feel me?
We already
if somebody
can call each other.
You feel me?
Right.
If somebody can listen, if I have listen, this dude already know. Anything going on with my electronics, I'm calling him. I believe in him. You feel me? But now, for real, though, we gonna wrap this up. Though we are very thankful and appreciate everybody that gonna watch this and really pay attention to this. We just out here trying to feed good energy, peace and love to everyone. You know what I'm saying? Good vibes only, man. We're just trying to uplift the youth, and you know, cause we was younger ones. You know what I'm saying? And I have kids. I have a 12-year-old son that I drill stuff in all the time. Not because that I'm being mean. I ain't really have that leadership in me. I had to be my own leader, and I had to pick up things along the way. So I be only trying to tell him the things I'm showing you now, you're gonna appreciate it later in life, because you're gonna sit back and say, dang, this what Pops was doing. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing like him. He give me advice, I give him advice. I don't know everything, he don't know everything.
Exactly. You got a network of people that think
similar. You gotta bounce off each other.
And we all know things in different areas.
In different areas.
You know what I mean? So
like your boy Les Brown said, I met some people, they called me and say, Les, are you ready to go? I said, yeah, we go. Cause you don't know everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes people are just stuck right now because they is too what? Y'all don't want to ask for advice.
For real.
It's nothing wrong with asking people. That's one thing I learned in life. You will get far in life if you just ask.
Cause they people already been through it. They trying to tell you.
You feel me?
You know what I mean?
Stop being so stubborn and just really ask the person next to you. You see that person next to you, you know what I'm saying, elevated. And I bet that person next to you want to help you. But you so stubborn to the point I don't need his help. I don't want his help. That's how you become a hater. That's how you become envy with people. And jealous and not understanding this person really believe in me too.
Yeah.
And instead, you believe in yourself to a certain extent, but you get on a pedal that you can't move. That when you need that next person who know what you don't know to take you to the next level. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
It's nothing wrong with that. We're asking for advice, asking for help.
And that shows that you're securing yourself. You know
right.
what I mean? You don't feel like you too good, you too big and bad to ask someone else. It's okay to learn. You know what I mean? There's different ways of learning.
Different ways.
I mean, you can read, you can watch videos, you can talk to people.
Auto.
You should know all of those ways because you should use all of them.